As most Albertans know, I have repeatedly stated I do not support Alberta separating from Canada. I personally still have hope that there is a path forward for a strong and sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. So I am going to do everything within my power to negotiate a fair deal for Alberta with the new Prime Minister. And while doing so, our government will work with Albertans on various initiatives to better protect Alberta's provincial sovereignty and economy from Ottawa should those negotiations fail and the economic attacks continue. In the months ahead, there will be many who will try to sow fear and anger among us, those who want to see Alberta divided. Regardless of what each of us believes about this issue and what path we think is best, we as Albertans must be able to respectfully debate and discuss these issues with our friends, family members, and neighbours. I know that if we do that, in the end, our province will find the best solution for this immense challenge we face and come out of it stronger and more free than ever.
Canada has had two independence referendums in the past. Prior to the 1980 referendum in Quebec, René Lévesque did campaign openly on this referendum and won in 76. Jacques Parizeau did the same in 94, just before the 95 referendum. However, you did not campaign on opening the door to a separation referendum. You essentially campaigned on a tax cut and standing up to Ottawa. So do you have the mandate to open such a door to Alberta separating from the rest of Canada?
Yeah, I don't have a mandate, and my party doesn't support that. My party quite clearly in their founding documents came together and they support a strong, united Canada, protecting constitutional sovereignty, and that's what I've been doing. A citizen-initiated referenda would be, by definition, initiated by citizens. And so I won't prejudge what issues citizens might want to put on the table, but that is up to citizens to decide and to get the number of signatures. All I've said is I will honor the process. And the public very clearly knows that we are a party of direct democracy, that we do believe in things like citizen initiative and recall that happened under my predecessor. And so I would leave it to the people, but that's why I have been pretty clear that I do not support separatism myself. I support a strong, sovereign Alberta within a united Canada, and that's what I'll keep working towards.
If the answer is fairly simple, do you want Alberta to separate from Canada? Would you be willing, if it was as simple and clear-cut as that, and there was a good-sized majority, would you be willing to proceed?
There's a lot of ifs in that. I think if an election were held today, it would get about 30% support. So that's why I want to make sure that those numbers do not get higher and those numbers end up going lower because we're successful in negotiating a new arrangement with Canada. That's my marching orders. I've heard pretty overwhelmingly from my caucus, from the people who have contacted my office, from the people I've consulted with, is that they want me to give it a try. We tried for 2.5 years with the Prime Minister that was in place when I got elected, and I'm going to try. I think that's the only thing that I can do, and hope that we have a different approach. And I think we've already seen evidence that we have a Prime Minister that's willing to change gears. He dropped the carbon tax minutes after he got elected because it was a policy that was driving up costs, creating a more unaffordable life for all Canadians, hated across the country, hated by all political parties. And so that's an evidence of some pragmatism. Well, we've got 9 more to go. And so I'm getting started on that to begin with.